So now this is the crucial part of the installation. Now normally everybody hits the use express settings, but we're not going to do that. Now we're doing the last step of installing the operating system on the computer. Now this is Windows 10. We're installing it on a 500 gig RAID edition hard drive, which doesn't really matter. It's a mechanical drive, and there are features that I want you to take note of that I disable at the end of this video when it's finally installed. In the description I will have a link to go directly to that section so you can check it out. This is simply straightforward. You let the DVD do its thing and it'll automatically install. I accept the license terms, hit next, custom, there's the drive, we're going to hit next, and then that's pretty much it. You watch paint dry for the next 20 minutes or so while this installs. We're at the 50% mark. 72%. 92%. Okay, now we're finalizing the installation. And now we're going to restart. Detecting the hardware on startup. Hope you're enjoying the JoeteckTips How to Build a Computer web series. Please like, subscribe, and share. So now this is the crucial part of the installation. Now normally everybody hits the use express settings, but we're not going to do that because that would be very, very bad. Okay, so we hit customize settings. Okay, now this is very, very important. You need to concentrate on what I'm about to tell you. Personalize your speech, typing, linking input to contacts calendar along with other associated input data to Microsoft. What? No. Turn that off. I turn everything off. Send typing and inking data to Microsoft to improve recognition and suggestion platform. No. Apps use advertising ID for experiences across apps. No. That's data mining. We're asking you if they data mine your stuff. No. Let's say if so, help you get friends or email address books, so allow them to use Facebook and find and send invitations to send. And verify mobile cell phone number SMS data charges. No. So wait, turn on find location on the device. How do I see that being turned on? It's not off. Next. Again, automatic connect and suggest open hotspots. Not all networks are secure. You might want to leave that on. I turn it off. We're not connecting to check contacts. No. We're not doing anything. We're not connecting to no. Send full diagnostic information to Microsoft. No. Like I said, this is very, very important, this stage. Browser protection and update. Use smart screen online services to help protect against malicious content, downloads, and sites loaded by... You might want to keep that on. However, I use a separate application to do that, so I turn that off. Use page prediction to improve reading, speed browsing. Your browsing data was sent to Microsoft. No. Get updates and send updates to other PCs on the internet to speed up apps on the Windows Update download. No. Your machine will go quite fast enough. You don't need any of this other crap. Next. And you're just about done. Alright, this is where you're entering your username and password. If you choose to have a password, and you enter it in, add a password hint. This is just for this demonstration. I'm not doing that. Now if you're interested in doing Linux or any type of operating systems, you may do so. This is strictly doing Windows 10 because that is the latest and greatest of today. This is January 24th, 2019. We're just about done. Now we're using the onboard video for this demonstration. This machine only has 4 gig of memory and it's a dual core G630, 2.7 gigahertz. It's an LGA 1155. And there we go. We are done. Now we're not on the internet. I don't have a network cable connected to this. Wi-Fi mini dongle that's going to go into the USB port, and we'll get internet that way. And we should have internet shortly. There we go. We have internet. Okay, so now there is a thing that I want you to understand what to do next. Now this is huge. Probably not even aware of this site. And it's called nightnight.com. Okay, this is huge, because this is where you can get all of the necessary files to download to update on your machine. So I like Firefox, right? I like Malwarebytes, .NET, Silverlight, Air, Shockwave, all the runtimes I like to install. If you like OneDrive, download OneDrive. If you like WinRAR, install WinRAR, like myself. Some people like Notepad++. I click on Notepad++. If you like PuTTY, a lot of people know what that is. If you for connecting TFTP and anything else that you may be interested in, TeamViewer, Riva Uninstaller. This is a great utility. WinDirectory If you're still running the traditional version 8 and you want to get that classic start, you can do it that way. You can install, there's a lot of stuff here. OpenOffice, Foxit Reader, that's another one I like. Let's see, anything else here? If you like Spotify, I'm not a big fan of Spotify, but there's Skype, Discord, messaging, pretty much anything and everything you can think of is right here. So you go down here, you say get your night. It'll view my downloads. Open download folder. I'm not a big fan of Internet Explorer. I hate it. So we're going to run this right now. Close everything out. And we're going to run this baby now and get all the necessary things installed. Now this is actually pretty cool. Let's lower this down right now because I hate that. And we'll go back and run this again. So we're not prompted by that. And I want to show you what this is doing. You'll notice on the left hand side over here, Firefox will be installed first. You'll see it right below the recycle bin. And then all the runtime, then WinDirectory WinRAR, Notepad++, Foxit Reader in that order, and then .NET, all that good stuff will start installing. Now this is something that I recommend that you do right after. However, if you need to, after you're done doing this, you need to stick in the driver CD for the hardware, because that as well. So if you go into personalize, go to themes, desktop icons and settings, computer and network, you want those to be displayed. And you want to right click this and go to manage, and then it'll find out if you need to install additional drivers unless Windows 10 detected all of them. We're going to find out shortly. Alright, so we have a PCI communications controller and an unknown device. Now we would go to, if you have the driver CD of the motherboard that you just installed Windows 10 on, you'll have it and you'll just pop it in, or you can go to the website and download those drivers. So this is an older motherboard, so since now that I have my favorite browser installed, I can do that. So this is doing its thing. We could do multiple things at once. Alright, so now we have the audio, drivers, pretty much anything we want. So we'll save that there. We'll probably download all of them, pretty much, because we're not sure what those, most likely, and yeah, the management engine, that's definitely one of those. There we go. We're going to restart later, but I bet, did anything go away? No, nothing went away, but the proper chipset drivers have got installed, which is great. Minimize that for a second. And all the applications are being installed, as you can see, from Night. So that's working in the background, which is nice. Installing Foxit Reader next. Very useful. Very useful. I'm sure that's another one of those, accept. I'm sure that's the other PCI, but you guys get the gist of what I'm doing here. In other words, I'm trying to, yep, there it is. So one went away. So just so you know, so we can go like this, unknown device, update driver software, search automatically. Let's see if we can find online the driver for that. There's another way of doing it as well. I mean, you can go to the manufacturer, you should have the CD for it, blah, blah, blah. But if it finds it online, it'll automatically download it. Let's see, yep, look at that. Ta-da! That is great. That's one of the other pluses of Windows 10 is that this portion of this function of drivers works very well. So this is also not the case because there is a full version. This is a Intel driver, and that's pretty much it. And now we got the understanding on how to actually install an operating system and whatnot. We can delete all this stuff. We don't need this here anymore because the management engine has been installed. And we're good to go. I mean, this probably lasted a little longer than I wanted to be, but you guys got the understanding of how to tweak your machine, add the necessary drivers, do what you need to do, and you're good to go. So if you guys are liking this web series, this is the final and ending of this web series of how to build a PC from the ground up. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll share the playlist and everybody else would actually enjoy this as well and how to learn and how to do it. Please subscribe, like, and share as much as possible. I truly appreciate it. I spent a lot of time working on this web series for you guys. And I hope you have questions. And I look forward to new and upcoming people joining my channel. It's been a pleasure. And I love all of you, every single one. Thank you, and have a good one.